Welcome back everybody, here we are again, visiting time, prime time. Of course, we're talking on the first half there about what happened. You just seen a great match happening in visiting time at the Asylum at the weekend. Now we move on to talk about something else. The man who was obviously on commentary on that match would be Jimmy Stone. The situation at the present is he's not 100% cleared to actually take part in Lethal Lottery. Now, if you weren't to take part in Lethal Lottery, guys, you know, what would you would be probably a bit down about that, I would have thought. You couldn't be taking part in it. The chance to become, obviously, #1 contender for the title. Obviously, we know Jimmy Stone has got, obviously, the briefcase from the Highway to Hell, but it doesn't really mean that an opportunity could come around. You know, I mean, it could be a long time when he takes the opportunity for the briefcase, so it's an easier opportunity to try and win Lethal Lottery.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
You know, to be out injured.
He's just using his injury as an excuse, to be fair. You know, he's already got a contract. What's the point of trying anymore?
Injury as an excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we
provided an injury, I wouldn't stop.
Well, do I just see this as an essential because he's no longer a part of the administration?
No.
Because you're saying he's got injuries, that's an excuse. I wouldn't have that as an excuse to label it for the guy.
You're not the fittest, and you're not fittest.
He picked up a bad injury, so he's now being honest with everybody, and he's spoken to yourself.
Jimmy's a former member of the administration. I know Jimmy very well. I know what a conniving guy he is, and I think he's used, oh, I'm injured, bam, that's when he's going to cash it. He's a snake in the grass. You think about this in the whole, oh, Jimmy's such a great guy and all this and the other, but you look at it from that perspective. Hollywood ain't looking out for Jimmy, because if Jimmy's off with his bad ankle, he ain't going to respect it.
You don't know. When Hollywood was up against Joel, he was too concerned about him. This kind of trick by Jimmy, if it is a trick, could trick him a lot. Plus, if he can get injured so easily like that, I wouldn't want him as the champion, to be honest.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put Jimmy Stone down as somebody that's a snake in the grass, so to speak. He's a genuine guy, and I think if he actually is injured, he would put himself on and say, I'm injured. I don't think he's going to put himself under a problem, because the situation he's got to go out there with that briefcase to cash it in at the right time.
Yeah.
And if he's not feeling 100% himself, to go and try and cash it in, it could be.
So you're not telling me that after Bill Duffy and Hollywood, whoever wins that match ain't going to be in any fit state to walk out of the building. Now Jimmy Stone's doing this whole I'm injured, oh woe is me. No. You have to look at things from both sides. I think Jimmy Stone's going to cash in challenge, and he's going to use this injury.
I think
you're going to cash in the Lethal Lottery. Yeah, I won't take bet money.
Whoa.
I think a Lethal Lottery. I think he's using the injury as an excuse.
Well, speaking also with obviously the Hollywood Bill Duffy situation for this coming Saturday. Last week we had a backstage beatdown, basically, as a brawl between two guys. It was
classified as an incident. An accident in the official beast.
I wouldn't really call it an accident, because there was actually malice involved, and an accident doesn't count with malice, and an attack on the champion, it seemed to be. And have you got any reconciliation with this?
From my standpoint, I've spoken to Mr. Hollywood. Obviously, a part of my job, I had to speak to him, and he wants Bill Duffy in the match. I was happy to suspend him and do everything else under the sun to make everyone have a safe and working environment. But Mr. Hollywood wants to do that. You could got a guy right here who's offering his services for protection.
Well, that's what the GPG is for. You need protection, just call us.
There you go. Mr. Hollywood could have hired these guys. You don't go into a room with a guy who's calling you out.
He's not that sort of a guy though, Mr. Hollywood. He's a sort of guy that will go and forefront people. He won't hire people to do his work for him. He'll want to do it himself. But no, that's no disrespect to the guy. I mean, it's great to want to be like that. But yourself, as being a former champion, you're going into the match against somebody like Scorpion Bill Duffy. Now, how do you prepare yourself for that? Really, I mean, it's a tough.
Well, I've already taken out to Bill Duffy when he went up against me for my championship pretty easily. I would treat him the same way. Any opponent is in the ring with me, I just destroy them like that. Nothing to it, to be honest.
That's an interesting scenario, but I'd say Drake as being the internet champion. I mean, when you have obviously all comers come to you, being the man that has to defend the belt the most times, obviously, there's no preparation for you really. But if you had to prepare for a championship match, it must be difficult knowing your opponent could be somebody that just you likes to use a weapon, so to speak. You know, likes to go that extra step to do something. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a great wrestler, but he has used a chair to his advantage a few times.
I'll stop you right there. If he wants to bring in an advantage for me, then that's his prerogative, really. He wants to bring that chair into my environment, then he's going to lose.
I would like to say this has all happened under your watch.
No, it's not happening under my watch. This happened under your return.
Happened under my return.
So it's under your watch, and it was under Matt West's watch.
Destroying Tylock in a chairs match. That was under your watch.
Yes, that was under my watch, but that was a match predicted by the fans wanted, not what I wanted. It was actually on the Fandemonium for the fans wanted that. It wasn't what I wanted.
No,
with the option they chose, they wanted that. So I couldn't just say yes to that. But as we say, we have seen Bill Duffy with a chair on more than one occasion. And this is where I'm stating about the champion going into a match. Don't know if he's going to be 100% ready to go. Obviously, with the beatdown he had and things have happened, what's going to happen next? I mean,
no, I reckon I put place money that Hollywood's not 100%. Bill Duffy's sadistic enough to, you know, he's a wily vet, as they say. I reckon Mr. Duffy. I reckon he could be the BSW champion come Leave for Lauren.
New champion.
I reckon new champion. I think he's crazy enough to pull it off.
So you don't agree with that at all?
Hollywood is one of the toughest wrestlers in BCW. I've faced him twice now. And so have you, Drake. And he's not an easy person to take down.
No.
Do you feel it's going to be a new champion?
Really depends, doesn't it? It depends on what Bill Duffy is willing to do to win. What will he get away with?
Well, obviously what he'll get away with, but then we're saying, but will he, do you think if he does get away with a certain amount of, will he become the champion?
He could very well do. He could do.
Well, we'll have to wait until Saturday to find out. Obviously it's going to be one hell of a match. I can see that happening now. The two guys, you know, both, you could say, you know, they've had the gold. I mean, Bill Duffy had it years ago, and he really wants it back. I know that for a fact, but I don't like this dangerous streak of his, you know, that had been put to him. I really don't like that. But if I had any way of trying to get it out of him, I would. But it's not down to me to do. But I'd say it's a situation where someone could end up hurt, and that's what I'm, you know, and that's why we're worried. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. So good luck to both guys, and we'll see what happens after that. Back after this break.
Well, now the administration left, Jimmy, it's time to roll on with our first match of the evening. It's tag team action! Can you believe it? You're a little bit excited, Jimmy. You weren't this excited when you won the cash-in challenge. Of course, head referee Blake Chappelle. And here they are, the team of Sam Irvine and Richie Delight. The team. Both men former tag team champions at some point in their BCW career. You can tell they're good because they're wearing different colours. And here come their opponent. It's the GPG. Aries and Hades, the Guild Protection. No, the God Protection Guild, sorry. Of course, these men are former champions in their own right. Yeah. Hades, a former tag team champion. Aries, former internet champion and BECW champion.
Of course, this is a tag team match. Coming up
That's
for the
quite
next
simple
show.
because that's what I announced.
Yeah, no, but coming up is the Lethal Lottery,
Yeah.
all about tag team matches.
It is, but these guys will not be tagging with their partners at Lethal Lottery. They will be having separate partners, different guys. So how do you think that affects? Of course. Being pointed out to me that you, Jimmy Stone, will be tagging with Richie Delight in your match.
Yes, I will. Well, my ankle's better. At the moment, it's a bit of a 50-50. Doctors are saying it's not guaranteed. But, of course, I hope to get the opportunity and hopefully win the lottery.
Sam Irvine with a wrist lock and then with an uppercut, but Hades is not phased. Hades is not phased by that, and there goes Sam Irvine with his new haircut.
So how do you feel how much it affects the team of knowing your tag team partner as a friend and being in with someone random? Someone that you might not even like?
I don't like a lot of people, Jimmy. I've got Tiger Lock, so I'm quite happy. I haven't got to worry. You, on the other hand, I mean, I've tagged with Richie Delight, and it is a bit of much of a one-man show.
Is there?
He is certainly
On his own.
on his own. He's a bit of a loner. Headlock, side headlock there by Sam Irvine. Blake Chappelle asking Hades if he submits. Push him off. Big shoulder block there by Hades.
Using his power, his size to his advantage.
Oh! Kick to the basket, and that was a forearm to the head. Big headbutt. Big headbutt by Hades. Facebuster.
He's not going to buy it.
He's biting him! He's biting him! Hades is hungry! Bad Hades! Being a bad Hades! Bad Hades! Obviously Aries hasn't fed him this evening. Taking Aries off the rope. And of course Aries has history with Richie Delight. Their dueling chairs match over a year ago. And more recently, visiting time there, they had a singles match. Aries. Oh, Hades with the running boot.
Sam really needs to get a tag. This is not.
Elbow drop across the. Oh! Richard Delight breaks up the pinfall.
I could have given Sam the. But no.
Elbow to the back of the neck.
Enough time.
Uppercut to the jaw. And another uppercut to the jaw. Open-handed uppercut. Ducks the clothesline. Ducks the boot. Oh! Shoulder charge to the knee.
He really needs to make a tag. He's not in good shape.
That's what you got to do. Take the big man down. Take away his legs. Take away the like a tree. Kick to the face. Sam Irvine there with an ankle lock applied. Drag him over. Tag there by Richard Delight. Oh, and they are working that left knee. Oh, a snap. Trying to take it out of the socket.
But if he can't stand, he can't fight.
Man can't see. Things like that. We've all seen the Karate Kid Part 3, Richie.
I've seen it. Richie?
Jimmy. Sorry.
One of my favourite.
Oh, whips him with a right forearm. Oh, and a jumping forearm. Of course, these two formed a tag team. Last month at High Sam Irvine was Richy Delight's mystery partner. They were unsuccessful.
He's fighting him!
He's fighting him again.
Technical way to get out of the move.
And this time Aries is not even telling him off. Aries tags it now.
You never definitely see that Aries and War are using each other as a tag team so much better. You can see their experience.
You've been a former tag team champion yourself, Jimmy. I mean, psychology-wise, are they up to the calibre that you and your former partner, Remy Casanova, are at?
GPG?
GPG.
I think they are, really. They've known each other for a long time. They've been friends a long time. They know each other's moves. I think they've really got something special here.
Oh, jumping neck breaker. And a 1 count. Only a 1.
As long as War can keep Hades
His name's
under
not
control.
War, he's the god of war. He's called Ares.
That's what I meant, the God of War.
Check
I
out
was
your roster
simplifying
page, www.bcw.co.uk.
As I was saying, as long as he can keep Hades under control.
Yeah, because Hades is a god as well.
And
He's the god of the underworld.
You can get a bit angry.
Lager, shouting. British headlock there applied by Sam Irvine. Slaps to the gut. Scoops him up. Oh, big scoop slam there by Ares. Rolling senton, and in comes Hades. Hades off the rope. Oh, saluting headbutt. Look here. Well, Sam Irvine, like myself, sporting the British workman's tan. Brown around the neck, and the arms up to the bicep, white everywhere else. Scoops him up. Oh, slams him hard. 1, 2. 2 count. This crowd are solidly behind Ares and Hades in this one. You have to put a bit more bass in your voice, Jimmy, like that guy, Ben Lawrence, does because no one can hear you.
Like this?
Yes.
You want me to shout more?
Not shout more, but just put a bit more bass in your voice. Don't expect me to do all the work.
Oh,
right. I'm not Ian Lovelace. I can't do it all on my own. Sam Irvine now. Oh, big forearm smash to the back. The European uppercut in the corner. The tide has turned. Into the corner now. Back in comes Richy Delight. And off they come. Oh! What a tag team maneuver. And Ares breaks up the pin. And I think the audience are enjoying Richy Delight's new ring gear, which you can get from Vic Stitch. Just Facebook her, get in your order, and it'll be there within a week.
I think they're great. The crowds are noticing them.
Well,
that's the most important
I
thing.
will say, Jimmy, you are a dedicated follower of fashion. You can't see it here, ladies and gentlemen, but he's wearing a lovely cardigan.
Thank you for noticing.
There he's now pushing Richy Delight to his corner. Sam Irvine, and the tag is made, but the referee's seen it. The referee's seen it, though. Didn't see or hear the tag. And Ares out the ring, and Richy into the ring. Whilst Richy Delight and Sam Irvine take control.
Oh, still working that left knee.
You have to work the left knee, they're English. Oh, knee to knee. That's gotta hurt. 1, 2. Kick out by Hades.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Of course, Richy Delight claiming to be from West London. He's not. He's from
He's a liar.
He's a liar. He's not.
Liar and he wears green.
He's from Ruislip. That's not West London.
I just gave him the D.
He gave him the D.
Oh! Have you ever heard a slap so loud?
And Hades just gave him a chop.
Oh!
Boom! But Hades is down. Richy Delight.
Richy isn't down. I think he's a bit daisy though.
I think his knee gave way.
His knee gave. What is going on? Hades trying to get back to his feet. Richy Delight also back up on his. Scoops him up. Oh! Chest breaker for Hades. That actually could have hurt Hades more than it hurt his opponent. He came down right on his left knee. Well, on both knees, but still the left is there. Can Hades break the tag? Can Aries get in? And Richy Delight tag. Sam Owen, here comes Aries. Mid close on Aries. Elbow by Aries. Them both on. Oh! Here comes Aries. Oh! He is like a monster. Whips Sam Owen into the corner. Oh no! Oh! Running shoulder charge into the corner by Aries.
Come on!
Scoops him up. Richy Delight. Oh! To the gut. Oh! To the chest. Oh! Oh! Could be it. 1, 2, 3. Richy Delight and Sam Irvine. Here are your winners, the team of Sam Irvine and Richy Delight. Tag team proving to be strong. Richy Delight with a tornado kick followed by the Irvine elbow. Could this send shockwaves in the tag team division? Are we looking at possibly the new tag team champions in the future? They seem to think they are. Well, after that, what could stop them? What could really stop them from taking on Viva Buff Vegas in the future? That is right, not left. It's the right. Fans of sport, the tag team champions, Viva Buff Vegas. They've been champions now for, how long has it been? About, I think 4 months? 3, 4 months? A long time.
It's been a long time.
GPG.